Yo Queens, what's the vibe? I'm Anthony Perlas, two-time wrestling state champion, U.S. Navy veteran, 10-year Scientology vet with over the highest elite unit of Scientology, highest degree, 4th degree, Knights of Columbus in the Roman Catholic Church, 4-year Master Yogi. I am a holistic wellness guru, one-time men's physique NPC champion. Even in 6th grade, I've won the science fair. I've crushed every game I've played, topping every industry. Now I'm calling you to join OT Models. Monopoly quest to dominate the modeling and matchmaking in Santa Barbara. Lurkers, I see you scrolling. This is your shot to live this sub-host life, right? Sunny, hospitable, sophisticated. Stat 50,000 a month, 100,000 a month. Heal lives. Ready to get the ordinary and become a CEO? Bet. So I was a champion in wrestling. I was a U.S. Navy veteran. So life has been hard. My wife left me even after all this service and hard work. I felt everything I built has been taken away, and society no longer rewards the hardworking. There's this cancel culture, and this left me stuck in an ordinary world of pain. And I found a new path, and I'm calling this path to you with this flourish and prosper technology. People are canceling each other out, not because they're evil, but because they're a threat. A threat because you're going to do something great. And honest, hardworking people can no longer succeed in an inferior world. So we're here creating this superior world and the defense of the superior, right? So we need all you sheeps, you wolves, let's all unite into this wonderful cause, right? So imagine this, OT Models, we're hosting retreats, matchmaking mixers, social mixers, billionaire funded events, right? So, let's address these false beliefs, and I'll show you the vehicle and the ability and external influences and of how I'm going to introduce myself, Anthony, as your guide. So you might be thinking, this sounds sus, too good to be true. Well, that's your ordinary world talking. You're scared to lead. I get it. My wife left me and I was broken, doubting myself. But I'm your guide, Anthony Perlas. I've been through the fire. I healed through women, through yoga. And in Santa Barbara's nature, no drugs, just holistic vibes. OT Models is your new opportunity, a movement to heal hearts and own the modeling and matchmaking game. So we're on a monopoly quest here, to be number one, to have no competition, to be the only name in luxury wellness and high-end connections. My Billionaire Connects drops $100,000 for matches for an 18-year-old blonde hair woman with green eyes, right? So you'll recruit those girls and promoters to scale this empire. Your Girl Squad plus My Billionaire Network, a healing money-making machine. This isn't a pick-me vibe or shady hustle. This is a Jesus colonization of all 8 billion through love and wellness, literally killing the world through virtues and love, and those who does not love will be weeded out of existence. The domino busted. This isn't a scam, it's a proven system to heal and to lead. So this is my refusal. I was in denial. Felt ashamed of Scientology, felt ashamed of the Roman Catholic Church. I felt weird being too religious. But after my wife divorced me, after I'd been canceled, after all my friends left me, all I had was the church, right? I refused to move forward. I was lost in pain. I learned yoga, Yogi mentor showed me healing, She gave me this podcast, and I was like, oh, wow. I got to be self-aware, self-conscious about myself. And the highest point of humanity is serenity, right? So now I can heal through women, through nature. Now I'm your mentor, guiding you to lead, right? So let's cross the threshold here, right? Sub-host life, right? So imagine Santa Barbara's nightlife. There's EOS nightclub, Wildcats, private jet trips to Vegas, Miami. So you're stepping into this sub-host life, right? What's a sub-host? So I'm a host in the nightlife promotion. You'll be my sub-host. You're going to help me get more guests, right? Basically. But our home base is going to be here in Santa Barbara. It's just an hour, 90 minutes from LA. Not that bad, right? But we're here to heal and generate content, be your own life coach, right? So Santa Barbara's sunny beaches, hospital vibes, hospitable, not hospital. Don't get yourself in the ER. I'm talking to. It's Sophisticated glamour. Imagine living in a Montesino mansion. And by the way, Katy Perry lives here, Maroon 5 lives here, Oprah lives here. This is where celebrities retreat. You know, it's far enough from LA, and yeah. Imagine hosting Thursday to Saturday parties at EO's, right? In the nightclub here, leading beach yoga that blows up on TikTok, nightlife that sells, right? You know, the Gen Z, you know, the Gen Alpha craves Y2K coded parties with neon lights and low-rise jeans, right? So fitness is your flex, wellness as well, run hit or sound baths that heal. My framework, you recruit girls, promote events, curate $100,000 matches, right? And we get a commission from that, 10, 20. So if you know a girl with blonde hair, blue eyes, blonde hair, green eyes, just from that match, that's 20,000 for you. They're paying 100,000 to me, to a matchmaker, to find those type of girls, right? So we need to keep our eyes open. We need to create the culture, gather these events, and this is, yeah, we're here on a quest. So these billionaires, they fund private jets to Bali or Dubai, and you're the star, right? The domino busted. I can't afford this life. Wrong. Our billionaire clients, my connections, fund everything. You just bring your squad, bring your energy. This is holistic wellness. No drugs, just nature and connection. So we're going to intersect nightlife, fitness, and healing, right? So I was crossing the threshold. I left my old life behind in LA, moved to Santa Barbara. I found purpose like leading wellness retreats, right? So you're crossing into this world where you have to heal others and live large. I was in LA pursuing this movie directing job, ended up being a promoter, and I'm still trying to get my 3 vouchers. And, you know, this old lady gave me this advice. It's like, I could die trying to be a movie director and never achieve it. You know, I should live my life now and build this empire, and should the movie directing come, let it come. But I'm not going to focus on that, right? Focus on what makes money today, next 30 days. And that's how I live my life, whoever pays the most money. And right now, like I said, these guys, these billionaires are paying $100,000 for a blonde-haired, green eyes girl, right? Green eyes is the most rare, eyes. So that's a $20,000 commission for you. So you need to be searching. It's just like a realtor. You're selling these houses, right? This is like the key here, right? And so yeah, we're kind of revolutionizing the matchmaking, making sure that girls don't trick guys, make sure guys are more alpha. So we're building this culture of alpha males and really hot feminine girls, right? The two intersected together, right? So yeah, so OT models, we're here with luxury events. Here's the test. Can you build a squad to hit $100,000 a month or drive OT to $1 million monthly, right? The big domino is recruiting. Every girl you bring in scales our empire, right? Here are my 3 secrets that I want to share with you, right? Secret number 1, recruiting heals and pays. So domino busted. I'm not good enough to recruit. I don't know how to recruit. I'm not sociable. My framework is this, dude. Just recruit your fucking best friends, dude. 2 TikTok mutuals, gym buddies. I recruited my first model and she landed $100,000 notch, right? Each earning me $20,000, right? So case study, Mia recruited 5 girls, one securing $100,000 notch, $20,000 commission, hosted a retreat, $10,000, 2 mixers, $14,000 profit, 10 memberships, $30,000. Total $74,000, scaling to $100,000 with more recruits, right? Secret number 2, matchmaking transforms. Domino busted. Matchmaking shady. Wrong. It's healing through connection. My framework. Curate matches like a billionaire's $100,000 dream girl. Blonde, green eyes, 18. I matched a client and saw his life change, right? Pure magic. Case study. Zoe landed $200,000 matches. $40,000 for her. 3 mixers, $21,000, 15 memberships, $45,000, and a retreat, $10,000, total $116,000, right? So you're going to get paid to live this luxury life. You know, if you're already pursuing to be an actress, this is a good acting job for you, right? Secret number 3, promoting packs the vibe. Domino busted. I can't hype events. My framework, use your Instagram to fill the events. I promoted my first party and it became viral. You know, clients paid $1,000 each, right? Our $1.6 million goal, 5 matches, $500,000, 10 retreats, $500,000, 10 mixers, $100,000, 50 memberships, $500,000. Everyone eats, models, $5,000 per gig, Promoters, you get your commissions, you $100,000 a month. So yeah, my first retreat was chaos. No one showed up. I recruited one girl and she brought 5 more. We hit 50,000 that month. But you'll face tests, but your allies, your squad, you'll make it work. So yeah, imagine this OT, we have this Y2K coded Instagram reels, model testimonials. You're facing this cave, doubts, haters, fears, Gen Z and Alpha, call out cringe or sus vibes saying this is what clout chasers, it's a scam. I've been there too, dude. My wife left me, she's Russian, she used me for my green card, and I doubted myself. I'm like, fuck, I got scammed. My epiphany bridge, women and nature healed me. So it was actually, I see it as she helped me find more of myself. She helped me become a high value man. So she left me for a billionaire, right? So I'm like, what made it, if you're gonna leave me for someone, leave me for a fucking billionaire. And that's when I kind of knew how she was using her gold digging nature. And I just reverse engineered here. It's like, I'm Chinese, I'm really good at reverse engineering. So I reverse engineered the process, right? So I was broken, but yoga on the butterfly ditch and sisterhood rebuilt me. And now I guide you through heal through others, right? So our framework inspired me, right? So I lost everything in the Catholic Church. I lost my family, my friends. I got canceled. I was literally Satan in human form. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not evil. I've never had any crimes committed. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is this church canceling me out, right? So in my 10-year journey, in the last 10 years with Scientology, right? I joined Sea Org, right? The elite highest degrees, right? One of the ways we convert is the 30 touch point system, right? So agree with everything they say and just say Scientology can help you with that. Agree with everything they say, change 1%. Oh, I agree with everything you say, but could we change just a little bit? The 1% becomes 2%. Next thing you know, you're mind controlling them at 100% of your beliefs, just agreeing with everything they say and changing a little bit until it goes from 1% to 2%, 2.5, all the way to 100, right? And before you know it, all you have to do is communicate over a long process and they get converted back, right? So using this technique, we have this weekly mentorships, vibe checks, and training. We have this online self-analysis tool that reads your tone to match you with these billionaires, right? So we spot these overts that, committed. And an overt is you can trace back anyone's kind of overt towards you. If they say something negative, what are they threatened about? And we can kind of reverse engineer. There's a whole chart system, kind of this human evaluation tool. You can kind of detect exactly where they are in the scale. And you can kind of predict their behavior. FBI uses this technique. So we're using a lot of like secret technology from the government and all this stuff, right? So I'm gonna coach you through this, this domino busted. I'm not qualified, no worries. We have a 2-month boot camp all the way to 9 months, right? I recommend staying for a week or two, but you can have 2 months. You don't need a degree, just passion in the squad. Haters, jealous girls, and skeptical dudes aren't our vibe, right? Our billionaires respect his queen. Our Insta reels are Y2K coded, raw, real, no fakes, right? So, post-divorce, I was lost, telling myself I'd never lead again. A woman's kindness in a hike in Santa Barbara Hills showed me my purpose. You'll find yours too, right? So, imagine this OT models recruiting, hosting these mixers, leading yoga presentations, leading yoga events and having these presentations, right, for this empire. So the ordeal, building a healing empire. Your reward is leading a movement that heals men and women through women, nature, and wellness. This is like the empath, the healing kindness, the motherly nature that people have, right? Every girl you bring books $100,000 matches, retreats, and events. Promoters pack the nightclubs Thursday to Saturday. And yeah, we have the Gen Z energy, neon parties, viral yoga, matchmaking heals. Curate connections that spark joy like a billionaire's dream ads. Our manifesto, we unite the world through love, wellness, and sisterhood. You'll give back donating Santa Barbara's youth wellness charities, right? My billionaires connect funds, the jets, the villas, the vibes. Your girl sweat brings it to life. Domino busted, this won't last. Our movement's global, uniting 8 billion into a Jesus colonization of love, right? So, leading my first retreat, I saw a client heal through a match I made. That's the rewarding, changing life. You'll lead that change. One of my clients, she's actually a model, right? So her boyfriend was in Vegas. I told her to reduce his rotation. Now they're happy with kids. I just saw her like last month and like a few weeks ago in Warwick, you know, like happily married, has a baby. But I saved their relationship, right? Using this process, right? You're on the road back, ready to transform the offer. Become the CEO, live the sub-host life, staff 50,000, 100,000 a month, heal lives. Recruit your squad, curate $100,000 matches, promote nightclubs, lead wellness retreats, all funded by my billionaire connects, right? Domino busted. I can't move to Santa Barbara. We cover the relocation support and training. So yeah, all you got to do right now is DM me your number and your photo, and we'll go from there, right? So yeah, go on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, wherever you found this, and yeah. You're also invited. Thursday we're going to go clubbing, and Saturday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Lurkers, don't sleep. Your girls plus my billionaires, a monopoly that heals and pays everyone. Let's hit $1 million a month. So yeah, DM me now, right? So I returned from heartbreak stronger, leading OT to heal others. So yeah, DM me now with your phone number, and let's start your journey back to greatness, right? So imagine this: OT models at parties, yogas, mansion events, matchmaking, right? Queens, you're the hero. I'm Anthony Perlas, champion, veteran, yogi, and I healed through women, nature, and faith. As an OT CEO, you'll master nightlife, fitness, matchmaking, banking this 50, 100,000 a month, building a healing empire. Recruiting makes this 1.6 million, right? Everyone eats, models, $5,000 per get. Promoters, you help us too. Find us these girls, right? I went from broken to leading a global empire movement. You'll master the world as a CEO, and healing and winning.